Welcome back to Daily Math Concepts. Here it is. I'm going through question 7, which is the problem solving question on the CXC January 2022 paper 2. All right, so let's read quickly. It says, a sequence of figures is made from lines of unit length and dots. The lines form a series of octagons and squares. The dots are placed at each vertex. All right, the first 3 figures in the sequence are shown below. So we're seeing here where we have the first 3 figures. A quick study of what is going on here. I could just quickly highlight what's going on. So we start off with a shape, and what is added each time is a square at the end here. So what is added each time is a square at the end there, followed by the octagon right there. So that's what is added right here. All right. And then if we go to the next shape here, we're seeing where the octagon is added. So we'd have the previous shape, and then the octagon is added, and you could see the squares at the ends are added. So those are the only thing that are adding each time. So whatever we're going to draw will be exactly that. So in this case, so it says the figure 3 of the sequence is shown by itself, right? Add more lines of unit length and dots to figure 3 to correctly represent figure 4. So for figure 4, definitely we know what's going to happen here at figure 4. We're going to be adding 2 squares at the end and then draw back our octagon. So at the end here, you're going to be putting on a square there. You're going to be putting on another square here. And then you're going to catch back that octagonal shape that you got from before. All right. Basically, that's what you will be doing there to collect that mark there. All right. Says, let's read quickly. It says the number of dots D, and the number of unit lines that form a perimeter, that form the perimeter of the shape P, form a pattern. All right. So there's a pattern going on. The values of D and P for the first 3 are written in the table below. So we're seeing that. All right. So the thing is, complete the row numbers 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to see if we could find the pattern that's going on, and then we do it. But what I could say to you, though, what I've noticed with all of these questions is that there is a direct relationship with column 1 and column 2. And there is also a relationship between column 1 and column 3. So there is this direct link from column 1 to column 2, and there is definitely this direct link from column 1 again to column 3. So if you observe those, you can pick up the pattern quickly. We're not going to use any because I'm seeing a common difference and so forth going down. We're not going to use any AP because that is not on the CXC syllabus, that is in AdMath. But I don't think they'll crucify you if you use it. But let us observe quickly. When you look at this, we're definitely seeing that there is a 1 times 8. I'm seeing 2 times 8. I'm seeing 3 times 8. So definitely column 1 to column 2, we're multiplying the nth term by 8. So definitely this is a 4 times 8, and it's going to be 32. All right. All right. So that is 32 right there. And if we could go down or go across if we want, if we should observe from column 1 to column 3, again, let's look. Column 1 to column 3, that is the number, so that is the number of figures. And if we observe the perimeter here, P, you're noticing that there is something going on. Look carefully. Look carefully. I'm seeing that, hey, 6 times 1, and then I'm going to be adding 2, and that gives me 8. I'm seeing 6 times 2, that is 12. I'm adding 2, that's 14. I'm seeing 6 times 3, and I'm adding 2, that's going to give me 20. So basically, we're multiplying by 6 and adding 2 to move from column 1 to column 3. So definitely this here is actually 4 times 6 plus 2, and we're looking at 26. All right, so 6 fours, 24, and then we add 2 to it, and that's 26. All right, very good. All right, let's oh, I touched the wrong thing. All right. All right, let's go. All right. So now so with that said, let's go some more. Let's go some more. So then coming backwards though, so imagine I am moving from column 3 and I want to go to column, so from column 3, and I definitely want to go to column 1. All right, so I have 86 here and I need this column here. Remember the relationship that we're talking about. Let's go for it. Think in reverse. We would have multiplied, I would have multiplied by 6 and add 2. So if I have 86, I am going to take 2 from it, and that's going to give me 84. And then I'm going to divide that by 6. So I'm thinking in reverse. So let us quickly do that. So 86 minus 2, that's 84, divided by 6, and then that's 14. So let me write this 14. Where do I put the 14? I think I can squeeze the 14 with a different color. So this is 14 right there. Let me just put it in a little shade. My answer here is 14 in green. So that's 14 right there. So we're thinking in reverse. And if I know that this is 14, how do we move from here? This is 14 times 8, because we are seeing the relationship between column 1 and column 2. We multiply by 8, and then this is equal to 112. So let us quickly highlight the answer there, 112. All right, so definitely we're seeing what's going on there. All right, so when we come down to this section though, this definitely, as we could see, it is 8n, 6n plus 2. We're going for the last piece. It says, for any figure n plus n greater than 1, apart from number 1, we're 8 and 8 in the 2 columns here that they're saying here. Look at number 1. Look at the first row up here. We had 8 here and we had 8. So they're saying as long as n is greater than 1, then you could see for yourself, you could see the dots will be greater than the perimeter. So that they're saying the number of dots B is greater than the perimeter. Yeah, we are seeing that here. Number of dots B is greater than the perimeters. All right. So they're saying it determine the value of n for which the difference between the D and the P is exactly 36. All right. Oh, this one says for any figure where n is greater than 1, the number of dots D here is greater than the perimeter P. Determining the value of n for a figure in which the difference between the dots, which is D, and the P is 36. All right, we definitely know that D refers to 8n, and P is 6n plus 2. Now it's all right, the dots minus the perimeter is equal to 36, and then we solve for n. So we have 8n minus 6n minus 2 is equal to 36. This is 2, 8n minus 6n, that's 2n. Minus 2, we're going to be adding 2 to both sides. So we have 2n is equal to 38, and if we divide this by 2, n is equal to 19. So what we're saying, the 19th term would have given that. If you want, all right, if you think you like this video and you learn something, you can subscribe, share, and drop a comment. Thank you for watching Daily Maths Concepts. See you for question 8. It's coming out.